Welcome to Swedish Guy Flies. We are continuing our adventures in Africa, and today we are flying from Marrakesh. And my previous video, you saw I had some problems landing. I get this thing where it feels like I'm losing just the lift, and I figured out what it was. It had to do with the settings on my yoke, my sensitivity settings. And I reset that to the default because I tinkered with it for the PMDG Boeing. It worked well for that, but it didn't work well for a smaller plane like this. So I think that's all behind us. I did a lot of practice yesterday. So let's look at our flight plan. This is how it looks like. Originally, I planned to just fly from out to the coast to this VOR and then track down on this VOR because we're going from Marrakesh to Agadir, which is a popular resort area here down on the, if I pan out here a little bit, it's on the east coast of Africa, panning out all the way so you can see where we are. See all the wind barbs. But I see here that there is like a little area here which there is a road going through, so it looks like it's not that high up here. So I was going to be a little bit adventurous and try and fly down this road down towards Agadir and see how that looks like. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna divert and go out to our original flight path here. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do total VFR and just follow the road. So let's get into the airplane and get her started up. Okay, let's see if we can get this started now. Put on the battery, put on the alternator, beacon. And then we put the throttle full in, and we put on the fuel pump for a little bit, see the fuel flow. And then we crack the throttle just a little bit. The mix, like 90% is what I've heard you should have. Let's see if we can crank. So I wasn't able to start it manually. I have rarely been able to do it, so I was cheating and used the keyboard shortcut, so to speak, to start the engine. It's so tricky, and I read online that it's really hard. So it's a lot of people having problem starting this. Let's look at the outside air temperature. It's 93 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's pretty hot. And on my last flight, I had some problems with the engine getting very, very hot. So we'll see how that works on this flight. Starting the avionics. And we are using SayIntentions, the AI ATC. There it is, it's starting up. We're at Menara Airport. We see the approach, ATIS, tower. And let's listen to ATIS.
60 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 34. Dew point 12. QNH 1013. Arriving and departing runway 28. Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango.
I'm going to set up our flight plan. So there we have it. That's our flight plan. But as I mentioned, we're going to try and navigate over that mountain range, going in through just following the road, which that road is called A3. Minera Tower. This is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel requesting VFR clearance to Agadir. We have information Tango on board.
Cessna 823. Charlie Hotel, Marrakesh Tower. I'll have your clearance in just a second. Cessna 823 Charlie Hotel, Marrakesh Tower. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 2500 feet. Departure on 124.3, squawk 2445.
All right, let's request taxi. Menara Airport, this is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel requesting taxi to runway 28.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, taxi to runway 28 via Foxtrot, Papa 5, Papa 4, Papa 3, Papa 2, Papa 1, Charlie 1.
Taxi to runway 28 via Foxtrot, Papa 5, Papa 4, Papa 3, Papa 2, Papa 1, Charlie 1, Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel. And brake check. Should also note that I use Boris AudioWorks sound pack for this. Just got it, and I think it sounds really cool. It's like super throaty sound you'll hear when we're out on the outside camera. Here we are at Charlie 1. Let's do a little run up and maybe listen on the engine from the outside. Boris AudioWorks. It's getting up to 1700 and then we do the run up. It's a very sharp drop on the left magneto actually, which is not that good. But we will live with that. Running all around a little rough.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, runway 28, winds 360 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 28, confirmed on runway. Let's get going. Oh, this doesn't sound good at all. Menara Airport Tower, Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, aborting our takeoff.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, roger, abort takeoff and advise when ready to proceed again.
I'm just gonna run it on high RPMs and see if maybe I fouled the engine, because I was running on rich here as we were taxiing, or before we even got going. So let me run on high RPM for a little bit. Okay, so I have been running the engine for just a few minutes on the higher RPMs, and now he's idling much better. So I think it was fouling. So I had to think about to pull the mix back when I'm just sitting or taxiing.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, runway 28, winds 360 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, here we are. Let's get going. Drifting off center line a bit. Have some side wind. Here we go. Take off. Engine is purring again. Flaps up. Much better weather here. When I was landing, it was really foggy.
Cessna 823 Charlie Hotel Marrakesh. Approach radar contact.
Very flat landscape, but south of us, it's I think it's 8,000 feet, those mountains. Look down there to our left. Showing my plan again. So here we are. And then we're coming down to this highway called A3. And we're following that down south. And into the mountainous area. Kind of a shortcut here instead of going out to this VOR. Some green patches here, and looks to be irrigated down from this river that kind of ends here. Maybe it continues up, but then over here this landscape is looks very dry, and I think it's over here that we're gonna be going through. I think so.
Cessna 823, Charlie Hotel, Casablanca radar. Good afternoon. Cities wind QNH 1012.
Beautiful here. So this is where we're gonna go. How this actually gonna work out? We'll find out. Gonna hand fly this through the canyon. Obviously, it would be crazy to do this in real life. If you're not really sure on what's going on in this canyon here. Or I wouldn't say canyon, but just this passage through the mountains. I didn't fully understand from the maps that there was a river here, which is good because that's easy to follow. Right now we're just following the road again. Now we're flying at 4,500, and we had free altitude at our discretion. So we're coming up to where we're intersecting with another road, and that's then gonna take us south towards Agadir. There's some power lines here.
Cessna 3, Charlie Hotel, contact Al Masira, approach on 120.9.
Cessna 823, Charlie Hotel, Al Masira approach. You already have flight following. Continue as cleared.
Let's see if we can listen to the ATIS for our destination.
Clouds. Temperature 29er. Dew point 18. QNH 1007. Arriving and departing runway 27. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor.
So we're coming up to a big water reservoir that we're gonna pass. And engine temperature is high. It's 32 degrees outside or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Very nice views here. The issue is that this is where we're going. Hopefully we won't have this fog here as we come down to lower ground.
Cessna 3, Charlie Hotel, contact Al Masira Tower on 119.5.
Charlie Hotel, Al Masira Tower, confirm your position. You should be approximately 19 miles north of Al Masira at 3300 feet. Charlie Hotel, Al Masira Tower, enter right base for runway 27.
So super foggy here, also on this altitude. Following this river, and then we're gonna turn left and do a U-turn more or less. So we get into the right downwind and then the right base. That's the airport. There is the airport. Now we see the lights. All flaps. Masaraya Tower, this is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel on final for runway 27.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, winds 240 at 11, runway 27, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 27. Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel. See if my settings works a little bit better now on my yoke. Oops. That's my fault. Okay. We came down. Landed in Agadir. Pretty much the same situation here as it was in Marrakesh when it comes to the weather. But otherwise my joke worked really well.
Delta Papa Tango, you'll stay with me for departure. Yeah, I'm staying with you for departure.
If we get off at Alpha.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel. Welcome to Al Masira. Exit at Charlie if able. Taxi to parking at your discretion and monitor the frequency.
Yeah, so thank you for joining me, and if you want to try SayIntentions, you know the drill. There's a link down there and you get the free trial. I'm gonna figure out where we're gonna go next, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.